Is the Comanche Commander still one of the best towers in BTD6? And I'm saying this because the Moab Shove, the tier 3 specifically, used to be, well, the best tower in BTD6 in the last update, but in this one there have been some changes. So let's go through the changes, see what's going on with this tower, and then actually buy the Comanche Commander and see how good it is after all of these changes. So I'm going to start things off by showing you guys the comprehensive tier list for update 51, which ranks this bottom path heli as S tier. Now the best path is the tier 3, which is the Moab Shove, and because this tier list is usually skewed towards true expert chimps maps, the usefulness of this tower is basically the ability to stall and to push Moabs and Blimps back in the ultra late game. Now that doesn't mean that the other cross paths are bad, and in fact what happened in update 51 is NinjaCube specifically addressed this thing where the Moab Shove now can push back ZOMGs a little bit less than before, so kind of putting that thing in line. But look at what's happening with the Comanche defense. This thing is now stronger than it used to be before, and this obviously transfers up to the tier 5. Oh, are we sniping that thing? Yes, we are. That's great. So yeah, Comanche defense, Comanche Commander, very nice towers nowadays, and let's see how good they are on a pretty short map. So we're bringing Oben over here with the Skeletor skill, which is my favorite one, and the thing I'm going for first things first is just removing this obstacle. I'm gonna have Oben the Skeletor over here, the best skin by the way, but hands down, like this is such a cool skin. I absolutely love this thing. And let's see how we're doing around 15. So we're gonna try and rush the heli, which is quite an expensive tower actually, so we might want to buy something on the NG. I was thinking the bin upgrade just to kind of secure everything. Let's actually drop the Brambles to around 15 and then just pay attention to the cash and whatever is happening, and if we need to buy something it's likely gonna be an NG upgrade, I was thinking. So doing fine so far. We need about 600 bucks. I just get into a heli, and then once we get it, it's gonna be smooth sailing, and about 20 bucks off, a little bit less than that actually, but some pink balloons on the field. So let me just kind of spam the button. Oh, are we sniping that thing? I think it's possible. I think we actually do buy it on this one. Okay, so Brambles on cooldown, but here's what we need to do. I think we just move the sniper to first, and then we try and buy the heli. So let's go like this. We got the money. Sniper's on first. Wait, actually clean out the round without the heli. That's great. All right, so sniper goes back on strong. We just bought this guy. He's kind of slow, yeah, for sure. And the best path for this guy is actually the middle one, because you want to have the speed and you want to have to be able to manually control it and push back the blimps. And that's exactly the one that we're going for actually in this video. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We have the money for the Moab Shove, but there are also going to be some counter balloons in 33. So let me check Oben's level. He's level 7. Okay, this is perfect. So here's what we're going to do. The Brambles can pop 100 balloons. So I'm going to buy the Moab Shove and I'm going to drop the Brambles, and these guys are going to be able to tank the entirety of 33, which is just absolutely perfect the way that this thing is playing out so far. Yeah, let's actually see how we're doing on these rounds, like 35 and 36. I wanted to get the rocket actually for 36 because we're going to have the huge waves of pink balloons. So you want to have a little bit of AoE on a round like that one. But you guys know what else is missing? We are missing an Alchemist, believe it or not, which is not the best combo with the bottom path heli. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, no, it's not an Alchemist because we can't buy it in the first place. So let's go for symbol like this, just a 002 on the NG. See how much of help the pin upgrade is going to be. So second wave is out, and let's watch the pin. Oh, that's, yeah, we got that one. All right, so just the last one. The last one is a little bit less dense, but I think there are the most amount of pings on that one. So I just kind of keep the heli going, and I think, oh, we need a rocket. Yes, there we go. Do we have it? Yes, we do. There we go. I mean, just to be clear, we still need an Alchemist. It's just like we didn't have the money for it. So can I just lock this guy in place while we're buying the Alchemist? Just have it like this. Make sure we're very careful with the placement, because here towards the left side we need to have a village. So let's go like this. Still don't have the money for the Berserker Brew, by the way. We're gonna have it in a second, so I'm just spamming the button, and now I'm gonna control it myself again. Alright, so 39, we need to survive this one, and then if we defeat 39, then the mob is gonna be super easy. But here's the thing, we need to actually turn off auto start so that we have time to move the heli back on the left side of the screen. So yeah, let's do that. And now defeat around 39, and now here's what you do. You move the heli back in position, and now we're gonna turn on auto start again. We're gonna hit start for this round, and we're gonna keep the mob here in range of Oben as well. And I think, yeah, I'm gonna push it back a little bit actually, and then we're gonna drop the Bramble so that we deal a lot of damage to ceramics, and that is absolutely perfect. Yeah, this is why it's an S-tier tower, guys. Alright, so what's the plan for the mid-40s? Well, I'm gonna try and rush the Comanche defense, which is gonna make this game so much easier, but the question is, can we actually make it? Because these ceramics are a little bit annoying. Yeah, there you go. Alright, so how about we try like this with the 022 glue, which is a tower that we're gonna get anyway, so might as well buy it right now. And let's see how much of a difference this thing is going to make. Do we need the Actually, do we need the double gun on the NG? I mean, we're not going for an overclock, so that wouldn't be a bad upgrade. I think we're kind of holding those, so as long as we're getting some good rockets, some good AoE, yeah, there we go. It's a lot easier when the heli micros itself for sure, and the quad darts work really well with the alchemist, so you don't exactly have to go for the mid bad guys. I just bought it because it moves a lot faster, and I don't mind microing myself. But we do get the money for Comanche defense. This is right on time, by the way, for round 46 and then 47 for all these ceramics. And now this thing is gonna make the game super easy in the next couple of rounds, because in every, I think it's like 25, 50, and then 70% that the balloons cover of the track, you get an additional helicopter spawn. And because this is a short track, we're gonna be seeing all those small Comanches a lot. Yeah, I mean, just take a look at the damage difference in this one and the previous one. So previously we were struggling with ceramics, and now it's just like not even close when you get all these ceramics. In fact, I think getting to the Comanche Commander is not gonna be a difficult task, but I still want to buy the village first before we go for something else. So 2 mobs. Are we dealing with 2 mobs? I'm just gonna, I guess, lock this guy in place, keep it in place, and see if anything goes through. Nope. Yeah, this is so good. So round 53, this one is gonna have 3 mobs. Oh, wait a minute. So small balloons trying to make it through, but no, we actually get them with the NG, and here come the insides of 53. No, not even close, guys. Round 54, some ceramics and mobs. So I'm gonna be careful in this one, and then if we beat 54, then obviously the 50s are done, I want to say. We also have some open abilities in case we need to do something, but let's not use them unless absolutely necessary. There we go. That was round 54. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna get a village for the upcoming rounds, and let's just get the jungle drones. We have no need of the mid-pad upgrades currently. We did get the IFR upgrade for camo detection, but maybe we go for the call to arms for the DDTs on the later rounds, or maybe we just buy something like a glue storm. I've not decided yet, but yeah, just owning the 50s. And I think the next complicated round is actually gonna be 63, because I'm not exactly sure how good we are versus huge waves of small balloons. Yeah, the Comanche defense makes the game so much easier, actually. Just like a $9,000 upgrade, which you can buy. That's a hard mode, by the way. $9,000, it's 8 point something, I guess, to normal. But it makes the game so much easier. And even though I'm microing it myself, you don't have to do. Oh my god, that was super close, but we did get 3 Comanches, and this is actually really good because we do get to keep them for the first wave, at least for the first wave of ceramics on 63. All right, that's interesting. Are they gonna leave for the second one? I'm gonna be ready with some Oben stuff, so let's use the brambles. We still have them. Oh my god, no, they're leaving and they're coming back for the second one, and we actually defeat the second one thanks to that. Now, are they staying on screen for the third wave of ceramics? Oh no, they're leaving. All right, that sucks. I think we're gonna lose them this one, actually. All right, so this is the plan. First and second wave of ceramics we defeat with the mini helis, and then for the third one we just drop the wall of trees, and that should be fine. So let's see how we're doing onto this one. Oh my god, that's so close. Okay, we clean it out. Now go up top for the second wave. I'm even gonna drop the brambles from this one. We need every little bit of damage that we can get. That's super fast. Are we holding this one? It's super close. Please tell me we're holding it. Yes, there we go. And now for the last one, I'm just gonna drop the wall of trees, and I think that is gonna be, yeah, that's gonna be absolutely. Oh, some balloons. Please tell me we hold these ones. Yes, that is so close, but that turned out perfectly. There we go. And now, by the way, the cooldown on the mini Comanches resets, so you can just keep using them on every next round. So as long as you survive one of the rounds, you can just have it again for the next one. I'm actually gonna let these mobs come close so that we can get the third one as well. And yeah, the damage is just overwhelming. We're very close to the Comanche Commander, actually. And it's gonna be this one, guys. Round 68, 37.8k needed for the Comanche Commander. Boom, we get all 3 of these guys, and now the game becomes just so much easier. So I'm just gonna lock these guys in place, and I feel like the damage that they do is overwhelming at this point, so I don't think we're gonna need to micro this guy anytime soon, actually. Alright, so here's a question. Can we defeat 75 and 76 without moving these guys? Because I have them locked in place over here and haven't needed to do anything for a while now. I know the pushback is good, I know the damage is good, and we still have not reached free play, so... oh, that might be... nope, I was about to say that might be tricky, but no, it's actually not. There we go. Alright, so entering free play mode. This is round 82, and let's help these guys out a little bit by buying the relentless glue, I was thinking. If we buy an ice tower, we're probably going to want to go for a mid-path village, and if we're going for a mid-path village, you know, something that actually works with the mini helis as well is just going to be the call to arms ability, right? But just paying attention to the damage for a second, this is not even close so far. Like, these guys are not losing. I'm just keeping them over here, and I've not had the need to move them too much in like these first few rounds of free play. Yeah, look at this thing. It's not just the knockback, right? It's the mob shove upgrade just being amazing, obviously, but it's the damage that the Comanche Commander does itself. Like, this is a super strong tower. So let's get it going with the other support towers that we wanted to buy. Let's go for something like this, the call to arms, and then let's also start by buying an ice tower. We're gonna have so much slow in this little space, it's actually gonna be crazy. So Obens, totems, relentless glue, and mob glue, obviously in combination with the absolute zero aura. Nothing is going out. And actually, if any balloons go out of like this little slowing circle space that we have, I don't know if we're stopping them, guys. So let's make sure we're popping everything right here. You guys know what's going to be really useful? Opens level 20, because they buffed it, well actually it was a long time ago, but I think it can hold a 9001 RBE, and I think I did the maths once on that thing, and it turns out to be like a third of the DDTs on 95, which I'm not exactly sure why I'm using 95 in the DDTs measure of how much it can hold, but that's just kind of something that I guess stuck in my head. Oh, and here we go, first DDTs. Are we cleaning them out? Yes, no problem. Now that I think about this glue cannot see DDTs, so we probably need to get going with something like a sub. Let's actually buy the Absolute Zero first, and then we're gonna get something like a 301 sub, I think, up top. How's anyone looking though? I'm kind of moving these helis back a little bit so we don't get overwhelmed by the ceramics. If these guys are weak versus anything, I guess it's gonna be, or is it? Is it actually gonna be ceramics? I'm not sure. Yeah, there we go. We defeat 91. All right, that wasn't exactly. I mean, we did kind of have to move them back for sure, but that wasn't as bad, I don't think. So let's get the Absolute Zero now. We get the 30% slow aura plus the aura from the totems plus Oben's getting level 20 on the next one, and we need to get a sub up here for the glue, actually. Alright, so next round of DDTs, we've got level 20 on Oben, and as you guys are watching this, I mean, this is definitely not a difficult setup and like a combo to pull off, right? You know, there's something great about towers like the Comanche defense and the Comanche commander. They kind of play into each other, right? The save up is super easy if you want to get. You don't even have to go, you know, for the Comanche commander after buying the Comanche defense. You can buy something else because it just makes so much money. It's so good. And here's what I'm gonna do for 94. Let's dump all of these abilities because everything is gonna come back off cooldown for 95 because there's like a little bit of a delay before the DDTs appear, so might as well just dump all of these abilities, right? Yeah, there we go. We get pretty much everything back except the wall of trees, which I hope is not gonna be needed for the next one. I hope we deal with the DDTs no problem. And actually, you guys know what? We're getting the wall of trees back as well. Yeah, that's so nice having a little bit of a delay before, you know, something evil comes out of a round. But let's see if we're even gonna need that in the first place, because the slow is working. Everything's getting stacked on top of each other. Let's just start things off by using the Absolute Zero. Maybe the Brambles, because they can damage all balloon types, and see how everything goes. I want to save some of these abilities if possible. The DDTs just stopped coming out, so as long as we deal with these guys, we should be fine. There's like 3 left, I think, but maybe the small balloons are going to be an issue. Yeah, we dealt with the DDTs, but now it's just the blue mobs. I think we restart this one and we dump the Call to Arms. Yeah, let's do that, and let's actually be disciplined with the thing that we said that we wanted to do, which is just popping all of these balloons up here where all of our slowing towers are. So let's go like this, start with the Absolute Zero, and now we're going to use the Call to Arms, and then by the time that this thing ends, we're going to get to one more. Oh, that was so fast, actually. No need of the Absolute Zero. Oh my god, that was so much damage. Alright, so dump the Wall of Trees again, keep the Absolute Zero going. I guess something that might be good to have for 98, now that I think about this, might be Shattering Shells Mortar for all these 45 balloons, because we don't like 45s. Let's dump the Call to Arms again, just swipe all these BFBs as fast as possible, and then we get the ZMGs, but let's make sure we're popping them slowly. So as soon as we pop a little bit of these ZMGs, I'm just gonna kind of move the helis back and try and preserve some of them, just like this. So just kind of keep moving everything back, use the Absolute Zero, some other BFBs popped as well. Now let's use the Call to Arms as well, and yeah, just move everyone back while the Call to Arms is ongoing, and that is just absolutely perfect, guys. Alright, so let's start at 98 like this. Let's dump all of these abilities, I guess, and then let's try and get 2 rounds of abilities on this round. Just try and do as much damage as possible, and then we're gonna see what we do for the other rounds. I feel like the bad damage is actually not gonna be as good, so we might want to think about that, and maybe just try to save some abilities for 99 if possible. 98 is gonna be a huge problem anyway, so let's just keep dumping the abilities, just do as much damage as possible. Yeah, let's go like this, and that's gonna be 98 done, and in an instant. I'm actually gonna let some of these guys flow through the map so that we get like an additional 5 seconds of the cooldowns back. Oh, that wasn't exactly as successful. Alright, let's see how we deal with the 45 DDTs now. We're gonna get the Absolute Zero in a second, which is good. We're stalling everyone. Oh my god, that's amazing. Actually, we don't even need the Absolute Zero for this one. I thought we were gonna need to dump some abilities, but no, that's great. Alright, and finally round 100. So what are we doing for round 100? Well, some damage amplification wouldn't be bad. Let's try like this, see how much damage we do, and then in case this fails, which is actually gonna fail, just the question is by how much. Yeah, I don't think we're getting the pop even with the Call to Arms, so let's buy something with some nice bad damage. Alright, so how about we do this? Spike Storm plus a 240 glue for the +3 damage instead of the +2, and then combine the Spike Storm in combination with the damage amplifying abilities. So go like this, and then use the glue, then dump this thing with some Pramos going around, which hopefully can do like 500 damage, I think it was, something like that. Oh, there we go. We actually did get the pop. That's really good. All right, so just as UMGs, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna move the helis a little bit farther away because I don't want to get the pop yet. Now move them back, and now as the absolute zero is coming off cooldown, let's dump the glue, and then we want to try and pop them. Oh, I was gonna say we want to try and pop them one by one. That's not the thing. I don't think it's happening. The call to arms is out though. Let's freeze one more spike storm incoming. I feel like we have a good chance of defeating this one actually, and we do. That's great, and that's amazing. That's the Comanche Commander with a very fun setup actually, and that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I'm gonna see you all in the next one.